Hey, welcome to another episode of From My Side of the Kitchen. It has been a while, my friends, and we are so excited to be back here in the kitchen again with all of you. I don't know about you, but this summer has been crazy at our house. I feel like it's been, months since we've been here on my side of the kitchen, coming to you in your home or wherever you happen to be on Facebook. And I cannot wait to show you how to take fresh ingredients out of your own garden and turn them into a fabulous Mexican fiesta. Olé. So let's get started. Kate, how long has it been since we've been on live?
When was Ryan's birthday?
So we haven't been on live since June 18th. It's been
a month and a half?
Yes, that's a long time.
That is.
Did you give up on us? Did you think that we weren't ever coming back again?
I think they did.
I think they did too.
We've heard that. People, they're like, oh, you still do that?
Do you still do that? Yeah, we do it. So I have, for the last, maybe 4 years, I think, put out a garden with some good friends of ours. And the original premise for putting out the garden was one night we were sitting around, probably having a few too many beers, and we decided we needed to plant a garden to make salsa. So we did. That's what we did the first year. And we got no tomatoes, and I had to buy tomatoes at the farmer's market just so we could make salsa. It's gotten better since then, and the garden has expanded. So now we've got green beans, and we've got, cucumbers, and we've done cabbage, and we just all kinds of stuff. So at this time of the year, right now, the stuff is really starting to come off the garden, and you've probably got lots and lots of fresh vegetables. If you don't put out your own garden, you can hit the farmer's market, you can hit all kinds of produce stands. Stuff is wonderful. So we are going to do fajitas tonight. I'm going to do beef fajitas using a flat iron steak, and we're also going to do chicken. I am going to take a super simple, basically Mexican rice mix. We're going to kick it up a notch. I'm going to add some fabulousness to it. Nobody will ever know that it came out of this little envelope. And these little guys cost like $1. Seriously, super cheap. What else? I think that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna do chips and salsa, which is easy. Get your favorite bag of chips, make your salsa from all the fabulousness out of your garden, or buy your favorite, whatever you wanna do. Fajitas, rice, yum, stinking yum. So.
Are you gonna show us your bowl full of veggies?
My bowl full of veggies? Don't get Mackie on camera because she's not camera ready right now. Oh, and my wonderful mother-in-law has a neighbor who is a garlic farmer. And so I actually have fresh garlic right out of his harvest. Onions out of my garden, sweet corn that I bought at the farmer's market, zucchini out of the garden, tomatoes out of the garden, and then the green bell peppers I did buy at the farmer's market. I cheated on the orange just because I love the color, and I bought those at the store. So here is my veggies au plenty.
And we can safely say that none of my tomatoes are in this mix.
Oh my gosh, so Kate decided she wanted to have a tomato plant. Bless her sweet little heart. Planted this tomato plant and it grew tall and gorgeous, and she caged
Almost
it.
as tall as I am.
Well, that doesn't really say much, sweetheart. Kate's kind of a midget if you didn't know. But anyway, she got one stinking tomato. One! That was it on the whole thing.
And tonight we harvested.
We harvested it. So, which Instagram did you put it on?
Mine, my personal.
Your personal. So if you don't follow Kate, you want to check out her Instagram, which is what?
Caitlin J. Sheets.
There you go. Find her on Instagram. So anyway, we're going to start with the rice because it's so easy. I can get it going and give myself a facial here while I'm doing it, and then I can set it off to the side until we're really ready to finish it off. So I decided instead of water, I was going to use chicken stock because I like the richer flavor that provides, and I'm just going to dump these guys in. Okay. Ooh, somebody's breaking the rules. Little Miss Mackie is trying to maneuver herself around here. You got a spoon. Can you twist that back, Mac? So sorry. Just give this a stir. And it followed the directions on the package. Whichever, prepackaged Mexican rice you like. Okay? Turn that down. Not putting the lid clear on it, just sitting it off to the side. Okay, so here I have got my griddle that I have got set on a medium heat. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some canola oil just right on there. Let that get good and hot. Set that off to the side. I'm not ready for that yet.
We've got 20 viewers so far tonight.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We have missed you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is my chicken, because it takes a little bit longer. This is just a boneless, skinless chicken breast. This was 3 of them, and I cut them, let's see, let's use these. I cut them pretty thin, well, mostly because it's gonna cook a lot faster. So 3 chicken breasts is what I have here. And I haven't seasoned them with anything at all yet. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop them on my hot griddle. By cutting your meat or your protein or whatever it is, even your vegetables, pretty thin, it's gonna cook fast. So I don't know about your house, but at our house, when it gets to be dinner time, people are chomping at the bit and ready to eat. And so I need it to be as quick as possible.
We've got some hellos from
Hi.
Judy, Alyssa, Joe, and Amy.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us.
And Mackie wanted to let you know that she is always camera ready.
Mackie's always camera ready. That's funny. Okay. Get this all on here. So I want to pile them up because I want them to cook pretty evenly. Now you can, well, let me back up. So the seasoning that we're going to use for our vegetables as well as our meat, which will also form like a sauce, is a Mexican seasoning. I like to make mine from scratch. Now, as you can tell, like I just did with this rice, I don't feel like you have to make everything from scratch. But one time we were going to make tacos or nachos or something. I don't remember what it was I was making. And I didn't have any taco seasoning. And because I am an absolute firm believer in if you choose to have adult cocktails, you don't get behind the wheel, there's a pretty good chance I had a margarita or 2 and I couldn't get in the car and drive to the store, or I chose not to. So I decided I needed to make my own taco seasoning. I've done that many, 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 many times since. It is so easy, it is so cheap, and I know what's in it that way. So if I need to make it a little less spicy or whatever, I can do that. I have control. So, get all this chicken on here. So since we came on in June, my sweet little girl here has had some major life changes, haven't you, my dear?
I wish Thomas Rhett was here so he could go, ain't it funny how life changes? And no, I do not sound like Thomas Rhett.
No, you don't.
Yes, I have.
What you been doing?
Well, working a lot mostly, and
Come on.
I bought a house.
Kate bought a house. Yay! Kate and Joel got their first home. It is so stinking cute. She has done a gorgeous job of not only being frugal, but incredibly aesthetically pleasing. So she's got a lifestyle Instagram that you can follow, the Poppy Patch Home.
Yep.
The Poppy Patch Home. Find her on Instagram. So anyway, I'm going to season these just lightly with a little bit of salt and pepper. Little mixture I just keep together in my cupboard. Already mixed up. Equal parts salt, equal parts pepper. Okay?
Grammy says, can we come and eat?
You can, but I'm going to use quite a bit of garlic. Okay, so rice, just basically steaming away. I'm taking it right off the stove. Sit it over there, out of my way. Okay, so because I am feeding a small army, like I do most nights, I do need to be able to do things in batches and keep everything warm. So I have my oven set at 200. When I get my chicken done, I'm going to put it in here, throw a little foil over the top of it, and keep it warm in my oven. So if you don't have to feed a ton of people and you can do it all at once on your big skillet or whatever, super. I can. Okay. Turn this over. All I'm doing is cooking it clear through. Remember, chicken breast, 165 degrees. But because we cut them so thin, it doesn't take long. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we've also, since we were on last, finished up travel baseball, which if you've ever been a travel baseball or travel hockey or any kind of a travel sport parent, you understand that it is not only exhausting, but it is a ton of fun. And we had our County 4-H Fair, which if you've tuned in to us before, you know that we are huge 4-H supporters in this household. Super fun this weekend, headed to the state fair for a little more competition. Super, super fun.
You know what else has happened?
What?
Callie got her first job.
Callie got her first job. That's absolutely right. What
And
am I thinking?
Mackie was crowned Miss Whitley County.
Well, I was going to say it, but I didn't want to be like the big old bragging mom all the time, so I was hoping Big
Because your
Sister
kids
would
are
say
so
it.
awesome.
Well, I obviously think my kids are awesome because I'm your mother. Not everybody's going to think you're awesome.
Yeah, some people are probably like,
Oh,
my
God,
gosh.
when she stopped talking
They're
about
so
it.
excited. Her daughter got a $25 crown from Shindigs. No, I'm not saying the crown. I'm just saying, like, some people, they
Really?
think that's not a bad thing.
Well, I guess
We think
considering
it's
you were a
important.
former crown wearer yourself, I guess.
Oh my gosh. I'm just saying that
Some people may not
Don't
think it's
think
as big
that
of a
that's
deal
a
as
big
we do.
deal.
I get it.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You're right. What was I thinking?
you're just trying to make me look bad.
And I was just kind of surprised you said that.
I think it's a big deal.
I do as well. Okay, so while this is finishing up, let me show you how I put together my seasoning. What do I need? A bigger bowl, I think. Oh, we'll use this one because it's pretty and I like it. Okay, so, can you see what I'm doing here?
We
Get
can't.
these out of the way.
Janet says hi.
Hi! So I have got cornstarch here. That's going in first. Then I have got smoked paprika. Okay, then this one is cumin. And this one, chili powder. And I've got salt. I've got granulated garlic. Wait a minute, this one's cumin. What was the other one? Let me think again. See, this is the problem with it being live. I can't edit this out. What the heck was it? Say something interesting while I cheat and look.
I don't think I'm allowed to talk anymore.
Yes, you have to talk. Chili powder.
Chicken's cooking away
Oh,
over here, friends.
Duh! It was cayenne. What was I even thinking? Okay, sorry. You asked me before we went on, you go, Mom, do you even remember how to do this anymore? And I said, yes, are you kidding? Of course I know how to do it. Maybe I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this all up. The cornstarch is so that when I add some water to it, it's gonna thicken up and make a sauce. Okay? Oh my gosh, that smells so yummy. Wish you could smell it. You can come over if you want. Okay.
Unless you're allergic to garlic.
Unless you're allergic to garlic, then don't come over. Okay, so I'm just sitting that off to the side. And these guys look fabulous and done. Gatsby, you need to stay over there. You're now a pet owner as well.
Times 2.
Times 2.
Turtle and Oliver.
Turtle and Oliver. Where, honestly, did you come up with those names?
Oliver's name was originally well, it was actually originally something else, Michelle said, I don't quite remember. But anyway, and then we decided to call him Oxford, but then I thought it was too hard to say that.
Too hard to say Oxford?
Yeah, it didn't really roll off the
Was it
tongue.
rolling?
Yeah, so we changed it, and I just picked, he just looks like an Oliver.
All right.
And Joel named Turtle.
Did he name Turtle after his Geo?
No, but I thought that was a little weird.
So Joel has this Geo tracker that he bought, I don't know, a couple years ago maybe?
Yeah, he's had it a while. A
He's
year
had it
and a
a while.
half, probably.
Revamped it, and it's his like knock around vehicle, and he drives to work and the top comes off. And anyway, he named it the Dirty Turtle. You even got him a sticker for it, right? That said,
Right, well, I kind of came up with the name.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know
The
that.
first night he brought it home, they took it out. It had rained a whole bunch, so they drove it out in the field in front of his house, and there was water standing there, and they just went right through it. And when they pulled it back into the shop, they pulled in and somebody said, "Oh my gosh, it smells like a dirty snapping turtle." And I said,
my
"Oh,
gosh.
we have to call it the dirty turtle."
That's so funny. That is so funny.
I wanted to let him know that I support
You support his
him and his
boyness.
and his vehicles that he brings home. So I purchased a little
You're
vinyl
such a good girlfriend.
window decal.
Such a good girlfriend. Okay, so all this is finishing up because I want that to be done before I put the beef on. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting up some veggies. Now, honestly, this is just a matter of personal preference as far as what you want to do. These are onions out of our garden. They're just kind of a mild yellow onion. So I am going to do these. And I've got some zucchini because if you've ever grown zucchini in your garden, I mean, seriously, I don't know who can't grow zucchini.
Probably me.
Are you going to try?
No. I am.
But anyway, we've got a ton of it. So, you know everybody's into that craze of turning cauliflower into crusts and all that kind of stuff. I've not ever really enjoyed the cauliflower crust pizza, but I have made it using zucchini. Doing a mixture of zucchini and ricotta cheese, shredded zucchini, and squeeze all the water out, ricotta cheese, and a couple eggs, and some seasoning. Oh my gosh, makes the best, I think, pizza crust.
So I was at Grammy and Grampy's the other day, and they're doing low carb stuff.
Yes, they are.
And they had something that was cauliflower casserole, something like that. I
Oh,
think.
the loaded cauliflower, yeah.
Probably. And Grammy goes, "You know, it was good. Everybody says it tastes just like the real thing, and it doesn't, but it was good." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was over again the next afternoon, and they both had ice cream, and I said, "Oh, I want some ice cream." It was low carb ice cream with sugar-free syrup on it.
You didn't love it?
Oh, it was bad.
You know what, though? I mean, if you're adamant that that's what you want to do, that's a choice you want to make, and you've not had, like, the real thing for a while, and you just need something to curb that sweet tooth, because I've done that before.
Well, I was not a fan, and I will probably not be purchasing low-carb ice cream anymore.
Well, I mean, seriously, you're 21 years old, and you, what, weigh $1.20, so I'm thinking you're fine.
Well, I honestly put the chocolate on it because I thought it would make it taste better.
No? Not so much?
No.
Okay.
But Chris says, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, please.
Chris says, "You're making me hungry."
Come on over.
And
I decided I didn't have enough kids in my house, so my darling nephew has been spending some time with us, and so I'm feeding an additional teenager. Seriously, when you have 127 kids, what's one more, right? So I needed to make something that would go a long way, that wasn't going to break the bank, and that everybody liked.
Jeremy says they're coming over anyway, not to eat, but to bring you a birthday gift, because tomorrow is your birthday.
Okay. Don't start sending me messages about every day on this side of the dirt is a good day and, you know, being thankful, da-da-da. I get that, okay? Fully versed on how fortunate I am, yada yada. I hate getting older. And don't say, well, it's better than the alternative. I know. Seriously, I'm going to be 60 in 15 years.
Oh, I thought you were going to say tomorrow.
No.
I was like,
In 15 years, I'm going to be 60. Anyway, yes, tomorrow is my birthday.
I struggle with the fact that I'm closer to being 30 years old than I am 10. If that makes you feel any better.
You know, far being 10. Yeah. Oh my God, Caitlin, you're hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, let's get this other onion going. So, who's watching? Do we have any questions? What's everybody doing? What do people make for dinner tonight at their house? Because I'm guessing most people have had dinner by this time of night. How many's watching?
Oh, sorry, 27.
27, wow. I really think this changing it to 7 o'clock was a good choice.
Well, we talked about it, and look, we just listed off earlier how busy we were all summer long.
Oh my God.
Obviously, we're not the only busy people.
No. What's everybody else been doing? And seriously, is anybody else out there kind of looking forward to school starting again?
No.
And let me tell you why.
The answer is no.
I love routine. I absolutely love knowing what's going to happen for the most part pretty much every day. And because we're a blended family, our kids have to go to their other parents, and I like it when school year's around and I can keep my babies here. I like everybody home. I don't like anybody leaving me. So, anyway. Okay, a little more oil on that. Whoops, I missed that piece of chicken. Okay, that's going on there. Okay, so, oh, those smell yummy. Get those out of the way. Out of the way. You could do this on your grill outside if you wanted to, which we've yet to do that. So, if you have been a loyal fan and follower since day one, you will know that it is almost time for our 1 year anniversary. I still can't even believe, and you've probably heard this story, I didn't believe for 1 second anybody would want to watch me cook in my kitchen. But apparently people did. Thank you so much. I can't believe people have hung in for a year. It's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
It is. When you really think about it,
It
think of everything we've done in the last year.
Well, my husband Ryan asked me what I was making tonight, so I told him, and he goes, did you do that once before? And I said, you know what, I don't remember. And I can't remember, I bet nobody else does either. So if I have done this before, guess what, I'm doing it again. So anyway, August the 20th.
It's a Monday night.
It's a Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mackie's, you guys, it's your first day back at class.
It is. Well, mine's the next day.
Because you don't have Monday classes?
Girl, but yeah.
Okay. So Mackie's first day of classes down at the old BSU.
A year. And we did it. And Mackie had just left for school.
She had. And I was like, maybe I just need to fill my void because my darling daughter left.
And then we made her those cookies that one time.
Oh my gosh. The epic fail episode?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh. Anyway, so when you're doing fajitas, you want to keep in mind that everything's going to fit into a soft tortilla shell. So I choose to, for the most part, cut things in strips because you're going to want to be able to lay it in there in the tortilla and roll it up. Just strips tend to work better.
Well, dang, now you got me on a roll. I just want to talk about the past year.
Go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we should save it.
No.
We're going to have a whole episode
Save
dedicated
some
to
stuff.
it.
We are? Are you going to do what I asked you to do?
I am, but we're not telling people.
We're not telling people. Oh my gosh, I hate it when I have to keep secrets. Drives me crazy.
So Susan says that she is cooking onions for brats right now.
Oh, yum.
Barb is making homemade lasagna, garlic bread, and salad.
Yummy.
That's not one of my favorite. Whenever I go to Grammy and Grampy's and she says, oh, what do you want for dinner? I always say lasagna. Every time. And Grammy says fried cabbage, hamburgers on the grill, and corn on the cob.
Yum. Stinking yum. I'm coming to your house. That sounds fantastic. Okay. I'm going to get these kind of out of the way. And then I'm going to get my beef on there. I need to cover up that chicken so I can keep it nice and warm. Sorry that I turned my back to you.
Mackie wanted to remind us that she'll be leaving when school starts. You were talking about how all your babes are here.
I know. I'm trying to not think about it, though I'm so super proud of you. You're awesome.
And she'll be back like at least once a month.
I don't know if she will this year since she's not in the dorms.
She'll have Miss Little Jenny stuff.
Oh, that's right! Oh, gosh.
Jackie's making Mexican food.
Yay! So are we!
Twins.
Twinning! Twinning with our friend down south. Do-da, do-da. Okay. So this skillet over here is warm white tortillas. When you do something like this, it's so much better to go ahead and take that extra step and warm up your tortillas, whether they're flour or corn, it doesn't matter. I am going to use flour tortillas tonight, so I will tell you my personal preference is corn tortillas, but I'm kind of the minority in this house. Okay. So this is a flat iron steak. I don't know if you've ever seen those at the store. It's a really, really great steak. It's going to come kind of, in this one, it was kind of the one end was folded down. This entire steak, I think it was $14. So really pretty reasonable. And this is, I mean, this cooks fast. Fast, fast, fast.
Jess says, yay for our new Fair Queen.
Yay! Sweet little Mackie. Okay. I mean, stinking fast. Like Jim John Clayton fast.
We're getting a Jimmy John's here in Columbia City. That's
I
exciting
heard.
news.
That is exciting. So yes, Callie started her first big girl job, where she actually has a boss and has to write her time down and had to fill out, paperwork for the government and all that kind of stuff at the new Russell and Evelyn Fall Aquatic Center here in Columbia City. Such an awesome addition to our town. If you are not a Columbia City, Whitley County native, but yet you are within driving distance, I cannot recommend enough that you make a jaunt to the Aquatic Center. Spend the day. Got a great concession stand. So fun. You can look them up online. It is awesome. Open every day till the 14th, and then open on weekends, I believe, till Labor Day. Don't quote me on that. You'll have to look it up. Okay. So, oh my gosh, this smells so good.
It does.
I cannot even stand it. Hot pasta.
This is like when they bring it out to you on the plate and
I know.
it's sizzling, all the vegetables.
Look at that, baby. Yum, 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 yum. So another thing that opened this summer, and I have posted about it on our Instagram from my side of the kitchen, is the Blue Moon Bakery. So good. And I'm going to tell you, this probably won't come as a shock to you. I am a huge snob when it comes to baked goods. It irritates the crap out of me when you go to, I'm going to use like some of the high-end department stores like in Chicago or New York or Vegas or wherever. And they've got these gorgeous, gorgeous pastry counters that are all backlit and everything's beautiful and garnished perfectly. And they've taken that wonderful like gold dusting powder and they've dusted the little chocolate leaves, and it is so gorgeous. And you spend $11 on a single cupcake. And then you bite into it and it is mealy, dry, flavorless crap that drives me nuts. You will not have that at Blue Moon Bakery. I'm not kidding you, that stuff is good. We loved the raspberry scone.
Yes. That was so good. And I love when you eat raspberries in the little seeds. Like, I like that. When
So
you bite
you
into
know
a
it's
little,
real and they
yeah.
didn't just, open the jar of raspberry jam and smear it on
And you get a little,
Yes.
seed. That's the best part about eating raspberries.
Yes, you love raspberries. Whenever I need raspberries for something, I always have to buy a second one because Kate's going to finish one off.
Yeah, even now that I don't live here. I came and ate two containers of them the other day.
You ate both of the containers?
I just leave it there.
That's probably why. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. Yum, stinking yum, yum, stinking yum. It won't be long. I mean, here we are, the end of July. Tomorrow is the first day of the 8th month of the year. We're going to start gearing up for our holiday stuff.
Woohoo!
You remember the Thanksgiving episode?
Yes, a Thanksgiving meal in under an hour.
In under an hour. I was so stinking excited, I high-fived myself when that guy was over. That was awesome.
It was fun.
It was fun. Now, was it the 100% homemade, traditional, grandma's been up since 4 a.m. cooking Thanksgiving? No, but I still did it.
And it was good.
It was good. It really was.
That's honestly the best part about doing these shows is eating the food right after.
Yeah, so we can't eat it right away because somebody always makes me photograph it.
Oh, and we have, as Jeff said, the Autumn Harvest Festival coming up.
That is absolutely right. Thank you, Jeff. I had not forgotten.
I took the day off work. Woohoo!
It is on, what's the date?
The 13th of October.
Saturday, October the 13th, located at the Whitley County 4-H Fair. If you would like information on being a participant, so let me tell you all about it, because it's awesome. So we have this gorgeous, gorgeous commercial building at our fabulous fairgrounds, and I think I'm going to need a second container here. Vendors from all over the place come. I mean, we've got people that come from Ohio, from southern Indiana, people that come from Michigan. I think we even had a couple maybe from like up around Chicago, so Illinois last year. Set up their booths. The guys, the gentlemen that run the Ag Museum, they're busting out the, what are they making, apple butter?
Cider.
Apple cider. There's usually cinnamon rolls that are up there. You can People are, live entertainment. There's food vendors,
Truck.
food trucks,
Ooh,
the
that
car
was-
show.
so good.
This year there's going to be a truck pull at 5 o'clock. I mean, it is an awesome, fun day of family entertainment. So, if you're interested in being a craft vendor and would like information on renting some space, just send me a private message and I'll be happy to help you out. I may or may not be the person that you need to talk to about that. Just saying. Okay, get this last couple pieces of onion off of here. We'll do some more vegetables. I bet you had not ever thought of putting zucchini in your fajita. Maybe you had. Maybe you hadn't. Zucchini is so plentiful this time of year, and it is so good, and it's going to help stretch your grocery dollar. The more stuff that you can put in, I mean, let's face it, zucchini is cheaper than steak, right? Yeah. And get those gorgeous vegetables into your family. Person running the camera at the moment may or may not be a fan of the green vegetable, and I have may or may not had to find ways to sneak them into her as she was growing up.
I am not a green vegetable fan.
You're not. Breaks my heart.
I like green beans, and that's about it.
Ugh.
Corn on the cob, but
Lettuce
only on
doesn't
the cob.
count.
I will not eat corn anywhere else but the cob.
Okay, so we have got corn tonight that I actually am going to cut off the cob and put in our rice.
I'll eat that.
Will you eat that? Good. Good. Now you can stay.
Carrie says hi from Wisconsin.
Hi, Carrie from Wisconsin.
And Dorinda says hello as well.
Hi, Dory. Okay. So last night, well, yesterday afternoon, I'm at work. I get this text message from my darling Kate. It says, will you go to a class with me tonight at the Y? Now, I had not been to the Y since spring break. As I've mentioned, our summer was ridiculously busy. And if I had an evening that I didn't have somewhere to be, which hardly ever happened, that is not what I wanted to do. Then my choice. So I said, yes, I'll go. So it was a pound class. The only thing I knew about a pound class was that you use drumsticks. So I'm thinking, this is what I have in my head, okay? I'm thinking that we're going to go there in this room and everybody's going to have these like African drums.
It's so funny.
Everybody's going to have like these African drums. And we're going to be like drumming like this. And that's the workout. This is what I think that we're going to be doing pretty much the whole time.
That is what we did, minus the drums.
No. Ugh. When we walk in and everybody's got yoga mats and I'm not.
Okay, wait. First of all, you're like, this is yoga. I'm not doing yoga. I am not doing yoga. I will not do yoga. And I'm like, Mom, it's not yoga. They all have drumsticks.
Okay, listen. Let me explain to you why I did not want to do yoga. And if this is TMI, I don't know what to tell you. It's my show and I can say what I want. The entire time I do yoga, all I'm thinking about is sphincter control. The whole time. Because it's quiet. Everybody's very calm. And the last thing you want is somebody going in the middle of yoga. That's horrible. So that's why I didn't want to do yoga. Go ahead.
But it was not yoga.
It wasn't.
So we get in, we get our sticks and our mats, and we get to the back corner of the room.
Because I do not go in the front.
And it starts, and the lady's on her microphone, and she's like pumping you up, and there's loud music, and all these people. It was okay. I have no rhythm, so it was hard to like get caught up to what was going on because I didn't know the movement. And I look over, and she's just standing there, not doing anything, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm not doing this. I am not doing this. I am not doing this." And I was like, "Well, you have to now. We're here."
I'm like, "Oh no, I don't."
And she goes,
"Well, won't it be really embarrassing if you have to walk out in the middle of class?" I go, "No, won't bother me at all."
"Yeah." I said, "You can't just leave." She goes, "I'm leaving. Bye." She picked up her mat while everyone's like drumming, and she just leaves.
I did.
Walked out of the room and left me there.
I said I was leaving. I gave you a chance to pick your mat up and come with me. You chose not to. So anyway, I went out and got on the treadmill where I like to work out.
I stayed.
In silence with no one talking to me. I'm one of those headphone people. I just don't want, that's just my thing. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I did pound, and I was a fan. Would do it again. Probably will do it again.
That's super. I told you to ask Mackie. She would love it. But anyway, I thought I was going to actually like, boom, 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 boom. I thought I was going to like be drumming. And it was all this like, it was horrible. I'm not doing that.
It was hilarious in hindsight.
Seriously though, if I tell you I'm not doing something, do I do it?
No.
No, I'm not doing that.
Diana says, what happens at yoga stays at yoga.
Well, I didn't realize that. So back way back in the day, when the Y here in town very first opened, I worked there. I taught water aerobics. I worked up in the fitness room because that's when it was upstairs. I did all kinds of things. Taught homeschool gym class. And there were a few times that I filled in and taught a yoga class. There's a far difference between doing it at 25 and doing it at 45. That's all I'm saying.
And then Hillary said, why did I know you were going to say that, talking about your sphincter people?
Well, I learned that I wasn't the only one that's... Anyway, we've talked about that enough. I don't normally talk about such things.
Brenda asks, are you just browning the meat, and how long do you cook it for?
Well, honestly, I'm cooking it clear through, and it's going to depend on how thick you cut your pieces. I've cut these pretty thin. I'm going to say it's probably 3 or 4 minutes per side, and they're about done. Again, this is beef, so 155 degrees, and you're fine. Ooh, and I am putting it in a warm oven to keep it nice and yummy. You know what? I think this pan is about as full as I can get it. So I am going to go.
Oh, it smells so good.
It does. And I haven't even put the seasoning on it yet.
So good. So good.
So good. So good.
That became like our thing this summer.
It did. Okay, I need to go grab another. Maybe I can use one from here. No, I need to go grab another thing that's in the other room. So can you turn the camera to yourself and entertain the folks for a minute?
No, but here, we'll look at the meat.
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to say much because really, can you add to this any? I wish you could smell it. I believe so. Can you hear it sizzle? Let us know.
Okay, I'm back. Yum, stinking yum. Oh my gosh. So I usually try to make enough dinner that if, kids are home from school or whatever, the next day, summer, whatever reason, vacations, that there's going to be enough left for lunch. And also that my darling husband has enough to take to work the next day. So I think this stuff would be fabulous on a big old bed of lettuce and make a gorgeous fajita salad. Or you could cut it up in smaller pieces and do a big old thing of fajita nachos. There's so much you could do with this if you've got leftovers. So we're going to finish off doing our veggies. And I'm going to try and do them quickly here.
Hillary says, yes, lots of sizzling.
Good.
And
Good,
Brenda,
good.
yes, it does smell delicious.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, what was one of your favorite things from this past year? And we won't talk about the 1 year anniversary show, which again is August the 20th, 7 o'clock p.m., August the 20th. Set that reminder on your phones now. So tell me, what was your favorite thing?
My favorite thing this
Was
year?
your favorite thing Thanksgiving?
No. I don't know. I think, like,
Go ahead.
I don't think I have a favorite show. My favorite thing is when we're live and people are interacting and asking questions and we're talking. Like, that is my favorite part about doing this.
We love that.
For sure. That makes it so much more fun instead of me just sitting here.
I have gone back and watched every episode, even the epic failure episode.
The cookie episode?
The cookie episode. At least one time. Some of them I've only watched one time, but there are some that I've watched several times, like the one with my mom. That was a lot of fun. And the episode where we were raising awareness about an event that was taking place where I work called Jazz Enough January, raising funds to help offset counseling fees for individuals and families.
So what was your favorite?
Gosh. Well, and you know another one that, and I love doing it, and I'm not positive that everybody else felt as like into it as I did, because this was, I think it was, we did this on the one where when Grammy was here, when I did all the old cookbooks and went through the old recipes. I love that. So my mom and dad, who are retired, love to go to auctions and find treasures, and they have some things that they collect and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, Mom found this old recipe book, or no, recipe box. Remember when people actually on index cards wrote out recipes and put them in a box, and they were categorized like salads and sandwiches and desserts and condiments and all that?
Yeah,
anyway,
now we just put them on the internet.
Yeah, now you just look it up on your phone, right? It's really sad too, because you miss out on having people's handwriting, and you know, the cards are stained by, you know, the food that got on it, and thinking about that person that wrote it and what they were I don't know, I just love it. But anyway, so she just gave me this recipe box that she had bought at an auction. It had some bizarre recipes in it. Very strange recipes.
Like?
Well, so they have this recipe, and they titled the recipe hand sauce.
Hand
sauce. Because I'm kind of an 8th grade boy, I was cracking up at a recipe called hand sauce. But anyway, what it is like a recipe on how to do like a glaze. Like if you're going to do a glaze for cinnamon rolls, or just a glaze to go over a coffee cake or something like that. So it was a butter, powdered sugar mixture. You cream that all together, and then add a tiny little bit of vanilla and thin it with like some milk until it gets to the consistency where you're going to drizzle it. Drizzle by hand, I'm guessing, is where they got the hand sauce thing. If anybody else out there has ever heard of it called that, and you know why it's called that, if I'm wrong, please feel free to chime on in. I would love to know where that name came from. Anyway.
Back to our regular
fajitas. So, if you are just tuning in, tonight we are making fajitas, and I am making them with stuff that's come out of my garden. I got fresh sweet corn, I got zucchinis, I got peppers, I got onions, I got garlic that I got from a local garlic farmer. Awesome stuff right here. I'm doing it with chicken and beef. So yummy, so yummy. So, okay, let's get back to the garlic. This garlic is so good if you roast it. And when you roast garlic, so easy to do. There's a little olive oil. Rewind, drizzle a little olive oil over it, and it becomes kind of sweet and creamy, and it's so good. Spread on like a little toasted baguette. Sprinkle a little bit of mozzarella on it. Oh, yummy! Oh my gosh.
So
seriously.
Good. So good.
So good. Okay. How much of this do I want to use? Now you gotta be careful when you are cooking with garlic that you don't burn it. If you burn your garlic, it's gonna get bitter. Blech. Nobody wants bitter garlic. Or at least I don't. Okay. Little trick if you've never seen this. Lay your clove on your cutting board, lay the side of your knife down, and smash it with your hand. That little paper outside will come right off.
You know where we've seen that move before?
Here?
Oh yeah, it's here.
What?
But
Where?
not live. It was on our PBS.
Oh,
history.
it was. Oh, PBS. I've drawn a veil over PBS. I'm just kidding, PBS. If you're watching, I'd still love to do a show. Just saying.
We filmed it like 10 times.
Oh my gosh.
And you kept, it was so funny. I don't remember why.
Because
that whole
you
thing
were
was
like a
funny.
slave driver. No, do it again. No, do it again.
Obviously it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. I've been told by a few that I was maybe a little stiff.
Who told you that?
My mother.
I was going to say Granny.
Yeah, it was Granny. It's okay. If your mother can't be honest with you, who can, right?
You know what? We'll do it again next year.
You think they'll... We gotta find more contests. You know, seriously, it's August. We said, because we were putting it out into the universe, one of our goals for 2018 was to get on television.
Or else we're done.
We are?
That was, well, I mean,
Did
we
we
don't
say
have
that?
to. You said it.
I did? Was I drunk? I'm just kidding. Was I?
I don't remember, but
Oh my
you were like,
gosh.
if we're not, we got to draw a line. Where do we end?
Oh my
if we don't get on TV,
gosh.
we need to reconsider.
Oh.
So you know, like News Channel 15, 21. Something.
Curtis Smith, where did you go? Oh, okay, well.
Everybody tag Ellen. Tag Ellen.
Tag Ellen. Oh my gosh, Ellen. I have always loved Ellen. We're back when she had the Ellen show.
Doesn't she still have the Ellen show?
No, it was a sitcom.
Oh.
I think it was just called Ellen. Wait, that's what her show now is called, isn't it?
No. I don't know.
Okay, get that off of there. I'm gonna wrap this guy up.
Yeah,
I'm
now
gonna
it's
make my
just
hands
called
a little
Ellen.
sticky. Okay.
Linda says she loves our interactions with each other.
Oh, thank you. You know what? And I've said this over and over and over and over and over again. And no, I'm not going to get emotional, which I have been known to do on this show. My very favorite thing over the course of the last year is the fact that my kid wants to hang out with me.
Really, you sound a little emotional.
I'm not emotional. Get over yourself. It's the onions. Not emotional. I love that. I got a 21-year-old daughter that asks to spend time with me. That's just freaking awesome if you ask me. Okay, let's get to our zucchini. Get that bad boy. Skillet's maybe a little warm. Turn that guy down. Okay, and I already rinsed him off. I love a zucchini. You can do so much with it. It's so funny because you can put it in sweet things, savory things. It's awesome.
What is it you use to make chocolate?
The chocolate chip zucchini muffins?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Again, trying to find ways to get vegetables into you. They were good though.
And you can eat like 3 of them because it's healthy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's no oil or anything in them. Right. So we're going to go out not until Saturday for my birthday. My darling husband, anywhere you want to go. And if you know my husband, you know that he's not a huge fan of going to the big city, which would be Fort Wayne. But, you know, it's my birthday, so we'll go wherever I want to go. Honestly, there's a place here in town where you can get wings, and I love to just sit there, just my husband and I, and have a beer and eat wings. It's probably my favorite thing to do when I'm given a chance to relax and go someplace and let somebody else cook for me. So I could be going to Baker Street, or I could be going to Club Soda, or wherever. Nope, wings and beer.
Wings, beer, sports.
Wings, beer, sports. That's B-Dub's tagline, isn't it? Huh?
Wait, I don't know. I thought that was wings, etc. Wings, etc. Wings, beer, sports.
Okay.
And
We'll go
if you
with
say
it.
it in an announcer's voice, it has to be true.
Wings, etc. Oh my gosh. So, one of the things that's been on my bucket list for a long time is singing the national anthem at a public forum. I love to sing. My sweet, sweet Callie actually did that not too long ago, sang at a spending at the pool where she works. So proud of her. Here my kids are checking things off that are on my bucket list. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we're just gonna let this brown. Keep going, going, going. And again, I haven't seasoned this. The only thing I seasoned was my chicken. Boneless, skinless chicken breast can be a little bland. Now, you could easily use shrimp, you could use pork, you could use all kinds of things to do your fajitas. Whatever suits your fancy. So, you've been cooking now that you have your own kitchen.
I have.
What all have you been making? Have you made anything that we've done on the show?
No.
Oh, well, all right then.
I made this, I can't remember what we called it, but basically it was like chicken with taco seasoning and cream cheese and black beans and corn, tomatoes.
Yum!
In the crock pot, so I like the crock pot.
Did you eat it with chips, or how did you eat it? Did you put it on a tortilla?
We ate it with chips.
Yum!
Well, I was soupy than I thought it was going to be. So then I ended up pulling the chicken out and shredding it. And then I've made pork chops.
Did you use, oh, let me ask you a question. Did you use a low-fat cream cheese?
No.
Okay. Low-fat cream cheese tends to be runnier, so I thought maybe that was it.
Well, I left the cans out and asked him, I was shopping with Mackie, and so he put the tomatoes in and didn't drain them.
Oh, he didn't drain, okay.
So I think that had something to do with it. He drained the corn and the beans though, so I'm not really sure why he didn't drain the tomatoes. But anyway, it was still really good.
Yum.
And then I've also done, well, Joel grilled, so we did pork chops on the grill with corn on the cob, which I made, so I was impressed that I managed to do that.
Good.
And I bought a watermelon in Shipshawana because I go almost every Wednesday with Grandma and Grampy. And so we went up there last Wednesday, and they had little personal-sized watermelons, so I was like, oh, that'd be perfect for 2 people for dinner. And I cut into it, and it's yellow. And
Which was sweeter, right?
Yep. And I looked it up online just to confirm that it was safe to eat.
That it was safe to eat?
And the internet says that yellow watermelon is supposed to taste like honey, which it had a honey flavor.
Did it?
A little bit, yeah. I think I prefer red watermelon though.
Huh. Think it was like a head thing?
Yeah. I'm weird about things like that.
That's okay. Everybody's allowed to be weird. A little bit. Oh my gosh, this garlic with the zucchini smells so, so good. I do realize that I could have done this in smaller batches and, you know, basically had the whole thing completed. But I am actually fixing dinner for my family while I do this. And I'm having such a good time chatting with you that I'm just going to keep going. And honestly, this is probably about the end. Okay. So, get that there. Yum, 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 yum.
Well, we are 28 viewers strong, and I have a feeling most of them have been watching since the beginning.
Oh my gosh, bless their stinking hearts.
Seriously? Isn't that so cool that people take an hour out of their evening
That is crazy.
to watch you?
That is crazy. Okay, this one can stay in here. I want to put some of this stuff back on my stove. Because I need to add my sauce. You can do it this way in batches. Oh, golly, geez, ow. Petey's, can you even stand this? Okay, so because my vegetables, my meat, and everything have been sitting in this baking dish staying warm, a little bit, I've got all of this great liquid that has come off of it, and I am not wasting that. So I'm going to use this as some of my liquid for my sauce that we're going to put over the top of this. Remember, we made the sauce ourselves, and we used the cumin, and we used the cayenne, and the chili powder, and the granulated garlic, and the salt, and the pepper, and oh, unbelievably good. Okay, cornstarch. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this fabulousness, put it in my little glass jar. Okay, cold water. You always want to make sure you add cold. Give it a stir so that's all dissolved in there. Now to that, I'm going to add this yummy, yummy, yumminess. Okay. And yes, that was hot. Ooh, okay, here we go. Pouring this all over the top. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Deanna says she likes your shirt.
Thank you. Meyer clearance rack. Oh, can you smell it?
Smells so good.
Oh my gosh. Did you speak over there? It smells good, doesn't it?
It smells so good.
It's so good.
So good.
Yum, stinking yum, yum, stinking yum. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now I can take this out, put it right back in my pan.
almost needs like a big spoodle.
A big what?
Spoodle?
What's a spoodle?
Oh, I don't know. At one of my jobs, we call it a spoodle.
Oh.
It's kind of like a spork, but bigger.
Okay.
A ladle and a spoon.
Very good.
Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm not really sure.
At one of your jobs?
Oh, wait.
Now, if you've got people that would have a problem with you keeping this all together, you can keep everything separated and segregated. I'm not doing that tonight. This is so amazing. Look at that. That cornstarch thickened it all right up. All that fabulous flavor, good and saucy, right over the top of my veggies and my meat. Okay. We're so close. So close. Hang in there. I should have told y'all this was like probably a 2-drink show tonight. It's going to take me a little while to get this all done. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Foil's going back over the top. Almost ready for you. Going back in the oven because I need it to stay hot.
Now you use the oven mitts.
Now I use the oven mitts after it's cooled off, right? That one, which was the same stuff. Here we go.
Are you rushing?
I feel like I am, yes.
I'm not sure why.
Well, because I just realized how long we've been on.
Yeah. We've got 34 people right now who
Oh
are
my
loving
gosh,
it.
you are so here just in time because it is getting close. It is getting close to time.
Game time.
Go time, right?
It's fajita time.
It's fajita time. Okay, pouring this right over the top. Boom, booyah. Using my tongs. That heat works with that cornstarch. Watch it get thick. Watch it happen.
Honey says it looks good. Kat says it looks good.
It's gonna be. Okay, so I took tomorrow off work, not because it's my birthday, but because I am going to be baking cupcakes. Would you like to guess how many cupcakes I'm making tomorrow?
Can I guess?
Guess.
275.
Nope. Higher.
Higher? Really? I have no idea.
420. Were you going to say 420? The beauty queen over there. Okay. Oh,
It's
it's
a scholarship program.
So sorry.
You know what? They say that in Miss Congeniality.
Oh my gosh, are you Sandra Bullock? You're not going to be a cop, are you? I think they're wonderful. They're fabulous. It's the most noble profession. Thank you for putting your life out there for us all the time. I don't want my kid to do it. No, instead, my budding little teacher over there.
Yeah, although I don't know if that's a profession that I would want to do right now either.
You know what? There's
know we
risk
need
to
'em.
everything.
I know we need them, but
And
you're
she'll
using
be
your own
awesome.
dollars.
Are you getting political? Because we don't do that here.
I'm not getting political. I am applauding all teachers.
Oh, because they have to buy their own supplies and all
Yeah.
that? Oh.
So Joe says that Marta wants to know if there's a salivating teenager sitting nearby.
You know what? He was told, I'm kind of blocking the view, that he was banned from the house.
So he'll be sleeping on our front porch
No.
tonight.
Banned from the kitchen. I think that they're downstairs in the basement. He really hasn't said much since he got home. I think possibly Devin scared him and said Jenny gets kind of crazy on show night, so you might want to stay away from her. There's a chance that happened.
And Deanna says that Nick guessed 270 cupcakes.
420. 420. That didn't really occur to me.
It occurred to Mackie and I, we had shared eyed glances
Oh.
the first time you said it.
It never even crossed my mind. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I am going to heat up just a couple tortillas, but we got to finish this rice. Oh, and here I have, again, occasionally I take shortcuts because I'm a normal person just like everybody else. This is the queso cheese that comes in a little baggy pouch, and you cut it off and you dump it in a bowl and you warm it up. So that's what this is. I'm gonna warm this up because it's gonna be so important. Okay, so if you remember when we first came on, oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff happening. I did a super quick, basically pre-made rice. Where do I want to put this? Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's been sitting over there, just chicken stock and the rice. The seasoning was already all in it. Blah, 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 blah. See it? Okay, so I'm gonna sit it off to the side for a moment. I wanna get my corn, my gorgeous, gorgeous corn, whoops, that came from the farmer's market. And I'm just gonna cut it off the cob. And it's gonna go pretty much all over the place if you're watching this. This fresh sweet corn will add such a great taste and texture to your rice. By adding just a couple ingredients to basically convenience things like this rice, you are going to kick it up a notch and people will be begging you for the recipe. And it's so easy. Put that on in there. The heat from your rice will cook the corn just enough. Okay. Seriously, might be one of the messiest things I've done. Give that a stir. And I've got 3 ears of corn. So that's what I'm using.
It smells so good in here.
I'm sweating like a crazy person. And you could have this done ahead of time.
It's so methodical to watch corn being cut off the cob.
It is.
I'm enjoying it.
I can totally see sometime over the course of the next few days finding ears or little kernels of corn strung throughout the house because Gatsby is right down here close to my feet seeing the corn go flying, and he's gonna pick it up and he's gonna carry it around and hide it.
He likes to hide things.
He likes to hide things. Okay. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Okay, can we see?
We can.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Can you
Okay.
dig it?
And last one.
Kind of liking this angle.
Are you?
Yep. I'm gonna bring it back down because I don't know if my arms can do that much longer.
Okay. I'm almost in. So then I also got a can of black beans and I drained and rinsed them. So we're gonna add some black beans to this rice. I love the color, I love the texture, and I love the flavor.
Black beans are the best.
Just remember, when you're making something, whether you're making it 100% from scratch or you're taking stuff and adding to it, you eat with your eyes first. You wanna make sure whatever you're serving is visually appealing. Because seriously, if something doesn't look good, are you real inclined to eat it? Most people are not. Okay. Rinse. I also took a can of green chilies. Just the diced roasted green chilies. Dumping that in. My black beans that I drained and rinsed, I'm dumping those in. Now you could go ahead and add some diced up tomatoes to this if you wanted to. I also thought that some cubed avocado would be really good. So there is my rice. Okay, get this out of the way. Out of the way. Oh my golly, look at this, what a mess I have made. I need some lime juice. This guy back on. I need
Put the lime and the coconut.
it on down. Okay, that guy right there. Get that out of the way. Oh my gosh. Okay, cutting this up. Get that out of my way. I've got my gorgeous big bowl of tortilla chips. I I've got my fresh, gorgeous salsa here. Again, that's nothing.
I think we have a salsa recipe on our...
We do have a salsa recipe on our website. Check it out.
Is it in our cookbook?
It's in our whole Mexican cookbook. Heck yeah, it is.
It is.
You betcha.
Go to our website, www.FromMySideOfTheKitchen.com, and click the link on the right-hand side to download our Mexican Fiesta cookbook.
Okay, so I'm going to put some of our gorgeous semi-homemade rice on my plate. Look at that. Holy cow. And put my, there. Okay, I'm going to get one of these out of the oven. Oh yeah, this one I think. Okay.
That's the one I would have picked too.
You would have picked this one too? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, look at that. See the steam coming off? Okay.
Susan says you need a helper.
I do. Other than the fact that I don't let anybody in my kitchen, so.
Hence the title.
Yeah. So I've got my warm tortilla. What do I do with my tongs? Oh, I need this too. Yum, look at that. Oh my gosh. I can't even stand this. Got my cheese sauce. Yum, yum, yum. And this was just a queso cheese that came in a package.
Gina says she's had that salsa and it is yum, stinking yum.
Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in for just another minute. Seriously, it's 8:07. We've been on forever.
You're stressing me out, man.
I'm sorry. So I'm gonna put some chicken, a couple pieces of chicken, and I want some steak on here because I love steak. Okay, and I want to get some onion and some zucchini. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Where are my peppers? Oh, there's some gorgeous peppers. Oh my gosh. Look at that. They're all spread out on there. I need another piece of chicken there. Okay, now I'm gonna add just some shredded cheese here. I'm gonna squeeze some lime right over the top. Put my hand there so I can catch a seed if one happens to fall. That squeeze of lime is just gonna make it seem so much fresher and so much brighter. Okay. This guy's done.
Hello to all 37 of you tuning in. Mom, you want to recap what we're making?
I gotta take a minute, I'm telling you. So, tonight I decided we were gonna do fajitas using a ton of stuff that came out of our garden. So we've got bell peppers, we've got green ones, we've got orange ones, we've got gorgeous fresh tomatoes that I used to make this fabulous salsa. I've got zucchini, I've got onion, I have got so much awesomeness happening here. I made this seasoning that turned into a sauce that went right over the top of it, seasoned all of this. We've got chicken, we've got steak. I warmed up my tortilla. I made this super awesome side dish of a Mexican rice, taking a basically convenience packet of Mexican rice that's got the seasoning in it already. All you do is add water and go. No, not around here, we don't. We added some black beans, we added some green chilies, and we added some fresh sweet corn that we cut right off the cob. So now what I'm doing is I'm putting this fabulous fajita together. I just squeezed some lime over it. I've got this gorgeous cheese sauce.
Can you tell Linda what queso cheese sauce that is?
It was Velveeta Queso Blanco. It came in a box and there were 3 envelopes in it that were just so easy. Boom, cut it off, dumped it in here, stuck it in the microwave. You cannot get simpler than that. I'm gonna take this. And yes, you can eat it with chips and dip it in and you can do that. I'm gonna take it and drizzle it over my rice because I love it like that. Look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Who would have thought that those were 3 little, 99-cent a piece envelopes of cheater rice? That's what I'm gonna call it. Okay.
And Stacy wants to know if you can do shrimp with these.
Heck yeah, you can, but I feed 127 people and I couldn't do that tonight. Okay, I'm gonna roll up my tortilla. I've got my gorgeous fajita. I'm gonna sit that guy right there. I need some chips on my plate. And I need some salsa. Here we go. Look at this. And because I want to, I'm gonna put some salsa right over the top of this fajita. Look at that. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Don't forget, it is almost time for our 1-year anniversary show. August the 20th, 7 o'clock. We're going to be talking about everything that we've done over the course of the last year. We touched on a few things tonight. We love you all so much and are so thankful that you've hung in here with us this whole time, been patient when we've had to take small pauses because life can get in the way when you're making plans sometimes. So from my side of the kitchen to you all, I'm taking a big stinking bite of this right now. Oh my gosh. Seriously, the heat from the rice did warm that corn up just enough. It's got a little sweet, it's got a little crunch. I got that creamy cheese over the top of it. A wonderful flavor and texture of those black beans. So good. Okay, are we ready for this fajita? Fajita fabulousness that I'm gonna get all over my fingers and I don't even care.
There goes your salsa.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The flavor is amazing. And that lime over the top of it, don't skip that step. I'm not even kidding. Oh, this is so good. So I'm gonna stand here and just keep eating. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We've missed you. I'm glad you came back. From my side of the kitchen to yours, good night.